Union Township woman is no longer denying she bilked real estate investors out of millions.
In fact, Brenda Ashcraft is now pleading guilty to federal charges that include wire and securities fraud and money laundering. Local 12's Anjanette Levy is live at the federal courthouse downtown with why Ashcraft changed her tune and the new promise her lawyer says she's making. Anjanette.
Well, Cammie, Brenda Ashcraft appeared here in federal court earlier today. Her clients thought that they were investing in real estate, but it turned out to be a scam. Her attorney, Clyde Bennett, says she decided to plead guilty because the evidence was overwhelming and it was not in her best interest to go to trial.
Where's our money? $15 million. Did you spend it getting your nails done?
The last time we saw Brenda Ashcraft, she was running away from our cameras and refused to answer questions about what she did with her investors' money.
No comment, I'm innocent.
Now, nearly 2 years later, she's admitted to swindling the people who trusted her.
It's not that we can't live without the money, it's that or we wouldn't have invested it. You always have a risk of losing, but it's just the fact you feel so violated when somebody steals from you.
Mike Fink and a partner lost $132,000. Federal prosecutors say Brenda Ashcraft used her investors' money to pay off other investors. She also paid for trips to Mexico and bought Cincinnati Reds tickets. Philomena Ashdown represents 6 victims who lost a total of $2.5 million.
At this point, there doesn't seem to be any likelihood of recovery.
I disagree with that. I think Ms. Ashcraft is going to do everything that she can to make the victims whole. That's her intent and that's her plan, is to pay restitution to the victims in this case.
Clyde Bennett offered no specifics on how Ashcraft intends to do that. While federal officials say Ashcraft swindled investors out of $15 million, Bennett believes Ashcraft actually owes her investors between $5 million and $7 million. Mike Fink says he just wants justice.
I would like to see her serve the time. I would forego the money if she spent 70 years in jail.
Judge Sandra Beckwith will hold a hearing to determine just how much money Brenda Ashcraft will have to pay back to her investors. She faces a total of 70 years in prison. A date for her sentencing has not yet been set. Reporting live from the federal courthouse, Anjanette Levy, Local 12 News. Cammie?
Has there been any word, Anjanette, on how she intends to try to pay these people back?
You know, I asked Clyde Bennett that earlier today, and I asked him, is this money somewhere? Because a lot of her supporters had claimed back when she was first charged that this money was not gone. She even told me the money is not gone, but nobody's been able to find any of the money. So we don't know exactly how she's planning to do that, whether she plans to serve some time in prison and get a job and hopefully pay back these investors. But, $5 million, $7 million, that's a lot of money, so it's really not clear what her plan is.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, Anjanette, thank you. Brenda Ashcraft is being held in the Butler County Jail. She surrendered to federal officials yesterday after not showing up in court.